G'day there, I'm Tony Glynn and welcome to the PGG Wrighston Stud Tour. Now this week we're at Fox Glacier, the wild west coast of the South Island. Now we've got Flagstaff, polled and horned Herefords, we've got Bannockburn Angus and of course Glacier horned Herefords. We've got three families, the Scots, the Tondons and the Williamses. Let's go to the sale. Thomas Condon farming here at South Wrighston. Whereabouts exactly are we, Thomas?
Well, Mai Tai, we pronounce it Mai Tai here.
Mai Tai?
As we call this stud here, the Flagstaff, because it's the creek behind us here runs out and through the middle of the place there, keeps us cool.
Mai Tai, how long have you been farming here, Thomas?
Well, I took over in 1983, but family's been here since 1880.
1880.
Took up the first grounders too, yeah.
Your coasters there, you don't go too far away from home.
Well, actually, David and Wayne, who share the sale with us, their grandmothers were both born here. They were aunties of mine, so...
Oh.
That's what I figured out.
Yeah. And what are you running here, Tom?
Well, on the stud side, we've got 140 registered cows calving.
Yeah.
2/3 polled and a third pure horn.
So you got horned Herefords and polled Herefords?
Yeah, well, I think that was sort of something that I got from my father, that he didn't have any preference for one or the other, as a lot of people seem to. And if it was a good beast, he'd use it. Now, the commercial side of things, we sort of started doing that with the stud when we started in 1976. One polled cow and a polled heifer and 3 horned ones was the start of it here.
You think these Herefords are the way to go on the coast?
Well, they've been here for a long time. I think most originally it was Shorthorns and Herefords, but yeah, I think the Herefords have been here since the probably early days of cattle in the country.
Yep.
And they've always done well. There's always been a reputation for the cattle from South Westland doing well everywhere they went. So I don't see why it should be an exception for the bulls here too, that we're breeding too.
So fairly good system working in with the other guys there, with the Scots and the Williamses for your sale?
Yeah, it does. I think we work in with the whole through the year a lot. But a lot of things we do help each other out and so on. But,
yeah. With your
the
AI and things
AIing and testing and so on, we always helping each other. So
yeah. Now you got your 15th annual sale on the place today.
Yeah.
And how many going up today?
We've got 19 going up today. We'll see how they go.
A little bit drizzly now. You reckon the rain's going to hold off?
Yeah, I'm sure well, it's supposed to, and it won't be too wet if it doesn't.
It's fairly early now, but you might clear up by lunchtime.
Yeah, should be. Sun could be up, I think.
Yeah. Are you expecting a few to come along, Tom?
Well, you never know until the day, Tony. But yeah, I think it'll be an indication there'll be a few turn up here.
Yeah.
Even if they just come for the white bait.
You got a few white bait on?
Yeah.
You'd have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
My privilege, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome you all here to the sale today on behalf of our company, PGG Wrighston, along with Rural Livestock here, the selling companies, but especially our three studs with bulls on offer here today. Certainly very heartening for us all to see the crowd full of the many familiar faces and the friends of the sale here. A special welcome to those, if this is your first time down to the South Western and to the sale here, special welcome to you. If you've travelled a long way from the coast or if you've come down from the north, once again, thank you for coming and I hope you enjoy the day. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you get to buy the bulls that you want here and not the bulls. We've got a tremendous lineup once again here. We've got nigh on 40 bulls. The sale here is just going from strength to strength for us here. Very heartening to see the programs that are starting to work here, and a lot of the bulls are staying here on the coast. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll pass you over to Tom for his welcome, and then we'll get proceedings underway.
Yeah, thanks, John. Yeah, I'd like to welcome everybody here to our 15th sale we've held on the property here. So welcome on behalf of the three families, the Scots, Williamses and ourselves. And as John said, good to see a lot of new faces here, and if we haven't met you already, we hope to meet up with you afterwards, having a cup of tea or a sandwich or something. We've had a particularly good autumn here, I think, for growing the bulls out and presenting them, and we're all pretty pleased with the lineup that we've got. And hope that you can all find something that you want. I think there's pretty much a bull to suit everybody. And I've got to mention Wayne's and Maggie Williams' success up at Expo, where they won the Champion of Champions with the bull bred here in South Westland, which cleaned them all up in the North Island. That was pretty good.
Jim Finley with PGG Wrightstons. Whereabouts are you based, Jim?
I'm on the local agent here on the west coast, based up in Greymouth, and I serve as an area probably from the Reefton Saddle down to Haas, so we get a fair bit of travelling up and down the coast, and a lot of balance of clients, and it's entertaining, interesting.
Yeah, all sorts of stock there.
Oh, I do mainly all the dry stock on the coast. I'm responsible for the the sheep. There's not a lot of sheep, but every valley's got them up, and the deer and the cattle like today, and calf sales, and run the sales, and responsible for the sales we have at Ross, Wataroa, and down at Haast here. So it's a great place to be on a good day.
Yeah, there wouldn't be too many farmers that you don't know on the west coast.
Well, I came over here for a couple of years in 1987, and I've been here ever since, just for a bit of a stint for a change of scenery, and it's not a bad place to be. Even on a good day, on a wet day, it's even a better place probably sometimes. But
yeah. And how's the cattle job going on the coast?
We're inflected with dairy, as everybody knows, over here, and this is the heartland of the cattle on the west coast. It's down here in South Western, from sort of south of Wataroa down to Haast here. So it's diminished over the years into the black and whites, but this is still a great place. There's still some tremendously well bred and organised farmers down here that do a good job with the beef cattle.
Yeah, you've been involved with this sale for a few years.
Yeah, I've been down here, and this is the 15th sale I've just had here today. Of course, a successful day it was, and we started off with a helmsman auction here, and then we've moved into the ordinary auctions, along with Thomas Condon, of course, who's property we're at today, and the Glacier stud, and the Bannockburn, the Scott boys Angus. Okay, we've got a tally of about 40 odd bulls, around about 40 bulls we try and offer here. So
yeah, and today's sale, how do you reckon today's sale went as opposed to the last few years?
The last couple of years we've only been able to probably sell about 30 bulls, which is probably a sign of the times as to what's happening here on the coast. We do rely on outside interest to try and bolster our buying side, and the networking within the company sort of helps us out a great deal, and I think most of them would be pretty happy with today's result.
JJ Nolan here at the combined sale today from Haast. JJ, what are you running down there?
Oh, I'm running about 500 breeding cows, and predominantly Hereford with about 100 blacks, and sort of just a traditional farm taken over from father and his father before me, I guess. So I'm about the third generation doing it.
Yeah.
And we basically just run river valleys, is where most of our cows are. And then I got quite a bit of freehold out at home where I take my calves through and sell them as forward stores in the spring sale at Haast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so we're predominantly Hereford. I cross myself with, I got South Devon bulls that I cross with my Herefords, and I buy Angus bulls here off the Scott boys, and Herefords off Wayne and Tom over the years. So it's a good sale.
And how'd the last Haast sale treat you?
No, that last house sale was extremely good. Yeah, one of the best. It was the strongest sale in South Island. We did very well. Yeah, cattle sold well, but there was a grass market. Our Central Targa, Manitoto, Southland, those boys had a lot of grass, so they came and they bought our cattle and paid well for it. Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
The cattle numbers holding up on the coast?
Down our end they are, I guess, because you won't get the dairy influence down there. Further north, like Fox North now, a lot of dairy farming going in there now. There's not too many fatness left. It has changed a bit.
Yeah. And you travel a bit to buy bulls at times?
Oh yeah, we do. I support the sale here. I bought bulls here from Dot One when Tom first started. Probably, I don't know, it'd be 15 years ago, I guess, when he first started, and it was one of our best kept secrets. You know, we used to be able to come in here and buy top Hereford bulls for $3,000-4,000, and then Wayne got Glacier up and running again, and him and Tom combined and started having a combined sale when the agents brought the buyers in, and now it's away, as you can see today. You know,
Fairly good crowd there today.
good crowd today and good money. Yeah. You know, I think top price today was about $9,000 or something.
Yeah.
It was good money. Yeah.
Now you just missed out today.
Oh yeah, I did. You know, but I only picked one bull, and so did Charlie Ewan, Charlie from West Wanaka. So give him a bit of a run, made him pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but never mind. No, we'll go south. We've always traditionally we've bought bulls in Southland for many years, and so we'll go south. It's good circuit south. There's about 5 or 6 sales over about a 3-4 day period. So we'll go and do that, and we'll be fine.
Yeah. Now you haven't thought about breeding your own bulls, being sort of a little bit remote there.
Oh well, you keep the odd one. Yeah. You always, like at market time, that you always get a outstanding calf come through, so you keep him, and you just see how he develops and that. And I got one at home at the moment that I think's as good as what's around. So we'll just wait and see.
Yeah.
But you know, you basically keep him as a backup bull.
Yeah.
You know, we buy bulls every year. We buy purebred bulls every year.
Yeah.
And you've got a good base herd of cattle, so you might as well maintain it. You know. Yeah.
Now what do you particularly like about the Scott Boys bulls?
Oh yeah, they've got good temperament. Over the years, Dave and Robert have done a lot with them. They're a lot quieter now than what they used to be. But no, they've got some meat in them now, and they're very good little fellas. Yeah, good bulls. Yeah. And they travel well. We're using them over our first calvers. That's all I use my blacks for is first calvers, and then I put Herefords and the South Devons over after that. So, but no, they do well. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just lucky that you can get them handy.
We're lucky we can get them handy, yeah we are. Otherwise we've got to go out like Southland, South Canterbury, which we have done over the past, and bought bulls in, but no, I'm more than happy supporting these local guys. Yeah, that's always a good day out.
David Scott, farming here at Karangaroa. Now where's Karangaroa?
We're 35 kilometres south of Fox Glacier. The Copeland runs into the Karangaroa Valley. So a lot of people, you know, they don't know exactly where. So you mentioned the Copeland Valley, and they have a rough idea where it is. Yeah.
Now the Scott family have been around for quite a while, David.
Yes, we have 3 generations. Brother and I, in partnership, are farming the farm now. Yeah.
So you're sheep and cattle here, David?
Yes. Yep. We've got a commercial herd as well as a stud herd.
Yep.
Yep. A few sheep.
Yep.
Basically, we sell about 75% of our calves as weaners, and take a few through the winter.
Out of Haast?
Yeah, and sell them at Haast. No, the calves go to Wataroa.
Wataroa.
Yep.
How many breeding cows?
On the stud side, we calve around about 75 cows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's including heifers.
Yeah.
Calve the heifers now is 2-year-olds, around 330 cows to calve this year. That's counting heifers. Yeah.
Keep you fairly busy, and you've got the motels there too?
Yes, we have, yep. That keeps Carol pretty busy, and myself, at times.
Yeah. Now, Angus, the flavour of the month, what do you think?
Yeah, no, pretty good. It's good. It is.
Yeah.
It's good for farming, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for the bank balance.
Yeah. Now, you just had the sale today?
Yes, and it went really well.
Fairly happy,
I was
man?
very happy. Yep.
Yeah.
Now we had a full clearance, so and picked up another couple of clients, so that made the day as well.
Yeah. A lot of people there, some fresh faces?
Yes, there was. Different ones from down Wanaka way and further south. Cattle Flat bought a bull, which was good.
So where did your top bull go to today?
He went to Kevin Williams in Fox Glacier. Kevin's been a good client for a number of years now. Kevin's quite happy with the bulls, so he keeps coming back.
So the old bull's come down here to the sale and he's headed way back up country again.
Yeah, he has. Yeah,
back to
he's
Fox.
gone north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of bull sales coming up. You're heading out on a few trips?
Yeah, I'll sort of head out and have a bit of a look around. Yeah, a couple of sales I need to go to, I think.
Yeah. A few catalogues lying around in the lounge?
Yes, there is, yeah. Quite a few. They seem to come in the mail
Yeah.
Well, it's that time of the year.
Yeah.
The whole idea of heading away is to find a stud bull.
Yep.
Yep.
And what are you looking for on your country here?
What I'm looking for, just an easy doing, quiet, temperament,
sound bull, basically, with a little bit of carcass and growth to match, you know. Yeah, I don't sort of go getting too extreme on that, but, you know, you get them too big, they're harder doing. This country here, everyone, oh, we get it easy here, you know, look how green it is, but we get a month or two of wet weather and bloody cold wet weather. They need a bit of condition on their backs, a bit of fat. Fat covers. So
a good rough coat there too.
Yeah, well, that helps, you know, good soft coated cattle. Something that's, easy flesh, and they've got to be structurally right. Good barrel, good meat in the right places, plenty of bone, nice head and jaw. Just, my father always told me, start at the front of the animal and work your way back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, basically, a good, meaty, easy-doing sire that's structurally sound and correct. Good feet and legs. Just the basics, basically. And then you put in a bit of data as well. Tweak it along here and there with genetics from a little bit of AI. You know, we've got a mixed herd up there. The commercials, there's quite a few Hereford cows. But, we just like good cattle, breed good cattle.
Now, with your sale today, do you think you had enough bulls in there? Like, maybe a few guys missed out, maybe? Yeah,
there was a few guys missed out, but, hey, that's part and parcel, you know.
Yeah.
Keep the quality up. And just, you know, like if there's other sales, so that's the way I look at it.
But obviously this sale is growing.
Yes, it is, Likes of Wayne with the Nationals, things like that, they have really helped. And genetics, good. And the genetics, you know, like there's some good genetics here. It's a bit of a nervous thing for a day or two when you're sort of getting ready for it, because the bulls have to come down here. They come into a totally new environment. There's 150 or so people around, a bit of noise. They haven't seen it before, and you sort of stress a wee bit as to just how they'll handle things.
But they were good, were they?
Yes, they were. Yep. No, it's comes down to the temperament side, I suppose.
You
know, you can get noise, or they don't worry about it.
You can go up and give them all a scratch on the head in the paddock, and they don't seem to worry, do they?
No, they don't, do they? No.
So Wayne, it's your first journey to the North Island with cattle. You've done a brilliant job. The bull that's won. Been brought forward. Admittedly, they've had a good home, and the leader, who was chewing his tongue because he had a Hereford bib on when he led it. But well done to Anna and Brent. You saw the potential of these cattle last year at the Christchurch show. Like the true cattle people you were, you offered to take them in hand because they had genetic potential and structural soundness, and you gave these great people to my left here the opportunity to come to Beef Expo with genes that we wouldn't normally see. On behalf of all Hereford breeders in New Zealand and all people that love genetics, congratulations. I can't think in 2012 anybody that our company would be prouder to be the bearer of this. Well done.
Yes, well, thank you very much, Bruce, for that speech, and I think it's very true, and everything that, and I think in 1974, Dad got $8,000 for a bull in Tamooka, Tamooka, yes. So, anyway, it's been a long haul with the bulls and that, and Brent and Anna, I thank them very much for all their input and everything, or else we wouldn't be here. So it's been very good. And, the best day of my life.
Wayne Williams here at Glacier Herefords at Fox Glacier. Just had the sale, Wayne. How did that go for you?
Yeah, no, it was good. So we're all...
There was good crowd there.
Yes, very good.
Just growing every year.
Yep, seems to be going good. Yeah, at this stage,
Yeah, and all the bulls sold well there?
Yep, everything's sold, so gone all round too. It's good. Bulls going sort of all over, so that's a big thing too, for us.
And on the whole scale of things, what's the farming operation that you're running here at Fox?
We're running about between 80 and 90 stud cows. We're running about 2 to 20 odd commercial cows. And deer, I've got a few deer too. I put about 220 to the stag.
Sheep?
A few sheep, about 400 ewes.
Oh yeah.
roughly around about that, yeah, which is enough for here, for me now.
So the family have been on the coast for quite a few years, Wayne?
Yes, yeah, in Fox here, we were the family was the first settlers, Fox, and
First family in Fox?
yes,
Yep.
yeah, they come from Gillespie's Beach, which was gold mining, and yeah, they moved into the valley here farming, my great-grandfather, and so he had 4 boys, which they farmed together for quite a few years, I think, and then they got a block each, split farms and got a block each.
What type of bull do you like to breed here on the coast?
I like to breed, sort of try and get good constitution, try and breed a bit of meat on them. Well, that's a big thing for us now, trying to get a bit of meat into the animals, and temperament's another big thing that we certainly seem to be on top of that.
And you love the stud side of things. Who's this fella behind us here?
Yeah, he's a bull from a Kiwi bull from North Island. He's called Kiwi the Best, and he's rising 8 years old, and he's a very good bull. I've owned him now for this is his 2nd year here at Fox, yeah, and I think he likes it.
Yeah, he's
the
a
view of
big
the
boy.
glacier.
Yeah, he loves the view of the glacier. Yeah. You go far afield to buy bulls?
We sort of try not to let an opportunity go by, and Aussies, we bought semen out from Aussie and so on. Yeah, so yeah, that's as far as we've gone.
The horned Herefords, why you like the horned?
I think because Grandad sort of started in that, and I think with the horned bulls, they just got a bit of something about them. You know, constitution and bone and that the polled sort of lack a bit maybe. You know, in this over here in the climate and that, they seem to handle it very well. The polled sort of put a bit of horn back through at times to try and get a bit of that back. Yeah, I think. Yeah. So, but the gene pool with the horned is getting less, probably. Not only in New Zealand but all over the world, and it's getting harder to source good genetics.
You must be fairly confident in the temperament of the bulls, with little Emma running around the yards here every day and giving you a hand.
Yeah, it is a big thing with the temperament, there's no doubt about that, and we've worked hard on it, and we've got it pretty good now. I think that, you know, we don't have to worry too much.
Emma obviously quite keen to take her career a bit further with the Hereford breeding.
Well, she was nominated to be a Hereford Youth Ambassador. Peter Smythe nominated her to do that. And the Hereford Association are very good at encouraging the youth and young ones coming through in the society, so which is a big thing, I think, for the breed in the future. Yeah. And she's keen as mustard to carry on with it and that, and I guess, you know, that'll all come out in the future.
And Ben's quite keen too on the stud side of things?
Yeah, he is, yeah. So he's over working with Brent and Anna over the Fishers at Silverstream, the stage, so that's all good as far as stud and things go, yeah. Very good.
You managed to get Maggie out on the farm a fair bit?
Oh yeah, every now and again. Yeah, oh no, she'll do it if it needs doing, there's no doubt about that, yeah.
So Wayne, first time this year at the Canterbury show, and things went fairly well too?
Yes, yeah they did. We won Supreme Champion Bull, Hereford at least. Yeah, and so, yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, bit of a surprise. But
show the rest of the country how to do it, coming from the coast?
Yes, it did, yeah. But I guess, it's sort of hard from here to sort of do anything, and we probably wouldn't have got there only for the bulls being in Canterbury over at Silverstream, at Anna and Brent, so at the Fishers place, so that made it all possible.
Wayne, the 150th year of the Canterbury show coming up this year, you'll be taking a truckload over?
Yeah, we got bulls there this year, but
got some nice young ones out in the paddock.
Yeah, very nice young bulls there, so we'll just see how they pan out in another month or so, and with the bulls, they've got to be, you know, of the highest possible standard we can do, which we can do it, we've done it.
Now you guys had a bit of joy up in the North Island a week or so ago. Tell us about that, Wayne.
Yeah, we won the champion bull which was in all breeds. We won Supreme Hereford first, and that put us into the all breed, into everything. So, and we happened to win that too. So
You must be doing something right here.
yeah, it was sort of a bit hard to get the feet back on the ground, but that's all happening now.
Yeah. Now with this combined sale, you'll carry on with that. Works
Yes.
well with the other boys.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it seems to be going good, and we're all sort of tied in together, you know, 3 families. So and we all working pretty good.
Might just need a bigger grandstand next year.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, she's a bit full, so we might have to look into that.
Yeah.
Jade Stadium.
So the Bulls are not staying on the coast, Wayne. They're going everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, they are really. You know, in the last couple of years, it's been sort of a few years, I guess. They've been going to Canterbury, Otago, and even to the North Island. The odd stud bull sort of sold up there.
Fairly rugged country.
Yes, there has been some sort of good reports back from different ones and some pretty harsh sort of environments, and the bulls are standing up to it very well, which is very encouraging for us, and they're a very good animal, as you can see.
Yeah, plenty of beef there.
Yes,
So you're going to stay on the coast here and you're going to continue with the horn Herefords?
I suppose I'll be here for a wee bit longer.
Yeah.
Well, I've got it in me still, so Oh no, we've sort of, especially this last couple of weeks, has really kicked things along and made us a bit more, you know, we'll go about it, so yeah.
For more information on the PGG Wrighston Stud Tour, visit ruraltv.co.nz and come and join us on Facebook.